Yo, what up gamers, Dark here. Welcome to my Iron to Master series, where today we're going to be playing Ashe ADC. For runes we're going to be running Lethal Tempo, Overheal, Legend Alacrity, Cut Down, Magical Footwear, and Approach Velocity. This guy thinks I'm a bot just because I ran to the turret, man. I need to do my YouTube introduction, noob. Obviously. Anyway, so today what we wanted to test was going to be Infinity Edge second item. But looking at the enemy comp, we're actually going to be able to test out a very different build, or a somewhat different build. Because looking at their comp, they got literally at least 3 tanks between the tank jungle, tank top, and tank support. And they even have a bruiser mid. So it's a very obvious case where we want to go Bork, either first item or second item. I guess we'll probably do Kraken Slayer Rush. So what we're going to be testing is Kraken Slayer into Bork or in reverse, and then we'll try Infinity Edge third item, since that's also a build you've never been able to use before. And I guess we'll test how that goes. So running the Alacrity instead of Bloodline, since we're going to be building Lifesteal within our first 2 items. That's pretty much the rule I use for using either Alacrity or Bloodline. If we're not building Lifesteal within the first 2 items, then we go Bloodline. If we are, then we go Alacrity. Since you can just go Vamp Scepter right after the Kraken Slayer. Or if we're rushing Bork, then we can just rush it straight up. Running Overheal here, since we're facing Samira Nautilus, which is a pretty scary lane. So Overheal, once I get any form of healing, it's gonna give me that little bit of Overshield, make me a little bit tankier. That's of course an argument in favor of rushing the Vamp Scepter. I think they have vision. It's very weird for them to ward this early, but they must have it. I wasn't paying attention to see if they actually warded, but clearly they did. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna rush Bork here. Should be pretty decent into Nautilus as well. We can do Kraken Slayer after. No harm in delaying that. We'll just hit Nautilus as long as Samira isn't in range, but as soon as she goes into range, I'm just chasing her down. Got her. I'm gonna try and stay out of Nautilus's range. Okay, nice, perfect. That's huge. He tried to steal that kill, goddammit. Good thing I tried to time my abilities as fast as I could to get the last hit. Worked out. Alright, that's pretty clean crash. I'm just gonna go ahead and base here. Zara can get her stacks if she wants. Can even get a plating. Would be nice to get the plating, but I don't think it's worth the time investment for me. Just want to get my recall off as fast as I can. I'm gonna push in just in case we end up needing that. It's off to a pretty good start in this lane already. Nautilus just made a mistake in engaging onto Zara there when we'd already like poked Samira down. Samira couldn't really go in there. Like Samira's win condition in that lane was to try and avoid taking as much poke as possible until Nautilus landed his first engage. The only way they win this lane is through engage. Until then, full HP preservation mode. So at the moment, I just need to play to avoid the engage. I'm gonna risk throwing W there, but god, I think I'm missing the cannon. Oh well. There's a chance I wouldn't have had that anyway. Even if I didn't throw W. I would not try and freeze there. It might work out. I guess it's okay. Actually, I suppose Zara can just freeze without really losing too much HP because of her plants. You just get the tanks to plants to tank. So the Vamp Scepter is pretty good in this lane because it's going to keep us healthy. The higher HP we can remain throughout the laning phase, the lower the chances that even if we do get all in, that we will actually die. Gotta be careful still not to get hit by Nautilus engage though. Now that the hook is down though, very easy to just follow up here and punish. Didn't quite catch. Did he actually... Did he hook a minion? Did he hook the wall? If he hooked the wall, that means his hook gets... Oh god, I'm dead here. My bad. I'll try and get Samira down. Okay, nice. She did die. Yeah, if he hooked the wall, that means the hook goes on half cooldown. So it's a pretty big difference. I guess we'll grab another dagger here. My bad for forgetting about the Zac. I got a pink ward. Okay, this wave stat is actually pretty good. I think it was pretty bad for us at the start, but I guess they half-shoved that. They definitely fucked that wave up really hard. Nautilus realizes it. He's gonna try and crash this in. It might help a little bit, but I shouldn't miss out on too much farm here either way. It's just a really good wave stay for me, thankfully. Okay, he did force me to miss the cannon. Oh well. I do miss most of the farm, but at least I get the XP, which is pretty important as well. I want to place my pink there, please. Damn it. You delayed it long enough, but I thought she was letting me do it. Thing is, there's no, like, real good place for me to place my pink otherwise, because as the ADC, you don't want to be traveling too far away from the lane, because you lose XP, right? Like, I'm not going to be roaming up to the river to ward, unless I get a really good push on, right? Which is going to take ages. I might not end up getting to place my pink at all. So I want to place it right there. Zyra, she just roamed halfway across the map anyway, right? She doesn't need to stick around for CS and even XP. If she wants to just leave me to solo farm if it's going to be safe, right? So, that's why ideally as the ADC you would want to have your pink there, and the support is the one that has the liberty to just go place it anywhere else. But either way, like, it was a mistake to place our pink there if we're not going to stick around to defend it. If she's going to immediately roam after, then that's just handing them over free gold. There we go. I got Ghost if I need it. I'm just gonna pop the Ghost to go on Samira here. As far as I know, she has W, so... There we go. Don't even have to ult. Yeah, I was gonna say, she has W, so I'm not gonna waste my ult. But the Ghost just, yeah, pretty brutal on Ashe. Really good for just chasing people down and DPSing them. You can still obviously chase people down really effectively as Ashe, even if you don't have Ghost, but because it takes you a little bit longer to get in their range, you just end up getting less DPS while chasing. There we go. Since we crashed this so much faster, I don't mind sticking around for the plating this time. There we go, grab the Berserker so we can get the pickaxe. And because they're a really good item anyway, especially on Ashe. As we've established with the Ghost, movement speed is very good on Ashe. So now I got a mix of a lot of attack speed and also a lot of AD with this build path, so I'm really strong right now. All I need is for them to waste a crucial cooldown like Nautilus Q, where I'm just never going to be in threat, and that's when I can really go ham. So basically what we keep doing is we keep punishing the fact that Nautilus's hook either gets wasted by missing, or he uses it on Zyra, and then I'm just unleashed. Samira doesn't really win those trades against me if I just kite her out. I should be trying to crash her because they got a roam off. I don't think I've used E all game, by the way. Should work on that. But if you've seen my previous Ashe games, you know that that's not unusual for me. I pretty much hit master on Ashe playing without her E, so it's not really that big a deal. But like right now, for example, let's go ahead and see if Zac is around. We know Samira is still mid, so I don't know why Nautilus is here alone. Nope. As far as I can tell, we're literally just alone. Yeah. Nice one. Can't really risk walking up there. Gonna lifesteal up here, and in a sec. Oh no, okay, I was gonna say I'll check with my E first of all. Getting Barbanectin or not. But he's walking towards mid, we see him mid now. We're just gonna keep crashing this in. I think Samira might be looking to base because of how low she was. So we crash this in, deny her some CS, get some alone time on the turret. Need to also crash this next wave as well though, really. Don't want to get too greedy for the solo plating, so if Nautilus walks up and tries to pressure me, then I gotta try and punish that. Don't quite have Bork yet, so we want to stick around even though this is... otherwise it would have been a good time to base. Gotta watch out for the fact that Samira's full HP right now though, so... The lower HP she is, the less of a threat she is. The Nautilus's HP doesn't quite matter as much if Samira can just... Hang on. Pop the Ghost to get Nautilus too, hopefully. There we go. Okay, Zac might have jumped on me there if he didn't get stunned by Elise. It did have flash up though, so probably would have been fine anyway. He's being greedy here, he's not gonna get me. I'm far too fast for him to actually catch the thing. Oh. I got no Ghost anymore. Damn it. I walk all the way around and he just walks to the other side. Oh lord. I got flash if I need it. Oh, I need it. Okay, this is an awkward position to be in though. Very awkward. Because Samira's coming from there. Yeah. I'm gonna try and kill Renekton. Really can't get him. Samira got the kill. Yeah, that was a really awkward position to end up in. With them over here, and we know their bot lane is reviving and coming at us from over here. I was hoping that I could maybe run through here, but I wasn't able to zone them off properly. Partially because Elise wasn't really, like, cognizant of the situation we found ourselves in, where we needed to force them off over here so we could escape through here. I think she was, like, thinking of escaping through here, where we're probably going to get collapsed on. I don't have the exact death timers, obviously, but I had a feeling we wouldn't be able to escape through there. Anyway, it happens. We got the Bork now anyway. We'll grab the pickaxe, head it towards the Kraken Slayer. Yeah, definitely shouldn't let Samira get away with the base there. I'll use my E, see if I can cancel her again. Yeah, I can. I don't even need to ult her, which is what I was considering doing. There we go. So she just got a massive shutdown, right? I imagine that was a 1,000 gold shutdown, maybe? No, it was 700 still. A lot of gold to spend she has. So we're not going to let her do that. We want to start shoving, so if she bases, she's going to miss out on a wave. We're going to watch out for the Zac as well, though. We don't want to get ganked and just give her another kill before she even bases. But I can play fairly aggressively and just try and bait out the Zac gank, force him to come to us, force him to deal with us. He's not doing it, he's mid lane instead. We just keep pressuring. Without wasting my ult cooldown, because I know that Samira still has W. I know Nautilus just died as well, he just revived, so he's not going to be here either. And yeah, we just end up getting a free turret. Imagine she's not in that bush, I think she just fully based. There's a chance they are cheesing though. I gotta be respectful of that. I don't have E to check that brush. Okay, I guess they are here. Or not? I don't know. No? Oh, wow, okay, that wasn't just Nautilus alone. What the hell? Weird. Anyway, I can base now. I can get Noon Quiver. I may miss out on a wave here, but that's alright. Shouldn't get greedy here trying to stay when I've got 1,300 gold to spend. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll stay here. Nautilus doesn't have ult, so I don't imagine they should be able to dive me. I think Nautilus is also probably roaming as well. I'll use E in a sec to check whether he's anywhere in the lane. If he isn't, then I can... No, okay, he's mid. So maybe I can chase down Samira. I think she's playing it really safe, though. Okay, I'm gonna pop Ghost. I just need her to not get in my range to E me, and now it's just a free win. There we go. Ideally, I would have kited well enough that she didn't even get an E range, so I wouldn't even have to ult. But it's not a big deal. It's just a really free fight win. Like, Samira doesn't really win against me unless she's following up a Nautilus engage. That's been the recurring theme all game, is I've just never let myself get engaged on. I either wait for Nautilus to whiff the engage or engage onto the wrong person. But the engage needs to be on me, or I'm just literally just gonna out DPS Samira ever since I got my lead. I guess I'll stick around for golems. I'm nearly got Kraken Slayer. Makes 0 sense to base right now. This isn't the buffed overheal, by the way, guys. It's still regular old overheal. It's going to be a lot stronger next patch, I think. Okay, I can pretty much base now. I'll have a little bit to wait. I can also just go for the next wave, honestly. No harm in it. I'd have to wait either way, so I may as well spend this waiting time farming. Okay, they have at least a Nautilus with them. I'll just leave it at that. I don't need the Lost Caster. But she was running up to me, clearly trying to find an engage, so I had to be cautious about the fact that she probably had somebody with her. Okay, here we go. We've basically got 2 anti-tank items here. We could even go further and build Lord Dominic's, but I don't think that's going to be necessary this early on. I think Infinity Edge should probably be better. It is worth noting, though, that Lord Dominic's actually has a lot more synergy with Bork than Infinity Edge does. Because Bork doesn't actually amplify anything that Bork does, except for the 40 AD in regards to Ashe's version of crits from her passive, right? But Lord Dominic's and Bork... Lord Dominic's with the armor pen, it amplifies the Bork passive damage, which is huge. So, I mean, ideally, like, if their comp is going to build a lot of armor, Lord Dominic's is definitely going to be the best third item here. Even if usually Infinity Edge third item would be better than Lord Dominic's, even into armor stackers. It's purely because of the synergy between Lord Dominic's and Bork, which doesn't exist between Lord Dominic's and Infinity Edge. I should have kept pushing. Or, sorry, Infinity Edge and Bork. I'm just gonna push here. Just need to start shoving waves, and maybe I'll rotate top, but I think I'll just keep pushing. Yeah, that fight is already over. I'm not entirely safe here, though. Okay. But yeah, I mean, basically, like, I do just want to try out the early Infinity Edge, and I know that it's not gonna probably be as much damage into tanks as Infinity Edge, or as Lord Dominic's would be, or at the very least, relative to the cost, it wouldn't be worth it. But I do want to see, like, onto the people who aren't building armor, or, you know, a whole lot of it, like Samira, who only has hobbies, Renekton, who also at the moment only has hobbies. I want to see what that Infinity Edge third item power spike is like with Bork, because that's something we've never been able to do before. Stunned the wrong guy, but a wall. Still gonna be just as good. Awesome. And the build I would have tested if I didn't have to go Bork this game would have just been Kraken Slayer straight into Infinity Edge. And then probably Bloodthirster third item, because I've been testing that build in a lot of champions. It feels amazing. Just gives you such a mix of, like, really high damage, but also just super high tankiness with the relatively, like, cheaper than before Bloodthirster, which even gives you a bigger shield than before. This feels amazing, so definitely would have tested it on Ashe as well. But this time around, we're basically doing the same build, but with Bork instead of Bloodthirster, since we could do with that anti-tank stat. I think he's alone. Like, he's constantly tried to engage onto me even though he's on his own, right? Like, ulting me as if he had Samira near him when he didn't. But better safe than sorry.
Bless us, Ildhark, Warden of Sacrifice. Protect.
I guess I'll just mention it now, because I know I'm going to get comments about it, because Ashe passive is the most misunderstood ability in the game. There's undoubtedly going to be 1 or 2 people or a few people in the comments saying, why are you building crit though? Why Infinity Edge? Doesn't Infinity Edge make 0 sense on Ashe because she doesn't crit? Like, her passive explicitly states that she doesn't, like, Ashe's critical strikes don't deal extra damage. Yes, but her passive also states that she gets more damage by building crit. Like, you see this first auto does 250? Next one does 306. That's because of my crit chance. This increased damage on slowed targets, it increases the more crit you build. And so the crit amplifier from Infinity Edge also factors into it. Does it get stated here? This bonus damage scales with critical strike chance and critical strike damage bonus, which is the Infinity Edge passive. So you gain more damage out of building crit, and you also gain more damage out of Infinity Edge's Perfection passive. Just throwing that out there, because I know I'm going to get questions about it. Let's pop the ghost here. I know I'm about to get a lost hit, or a takedown, so I may as well get this super long duration ghost. There we go. Should be easy killing Samira there. Nice. Bennington died too. There's only the Zac left. The Zac is hella gaming right now. Oh, he's AFK. Okay. You can see we still have the ghost. Just nice to pop ghost if you know you're about to get like 2 assists. Just so you can try and pop off right off there. Gives you so much time to try and get more takedowns. Alright, well we didn't get to test out the Infinity Edge unfortunately, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, gamers.